What are some of the biggest challenges you've been facing since you've been back?
One of the big challenges, it's a boring challenge for some people, but it's the administrative or bureaucratic process, just processing paperwork through the different county offices. The county auditor and I have gotten to know each other real well because I've had to relearn the process of not only preparing a budget, but maintaining the budget on a weekly or monthly basis. There's a lot more paperwork, even though we use technology. The good part of that is there are more checks and balances, and that's a very good thing. But it's been almost like learning from scratch for me. Another one of the large challenges, and I think the last administrations have dealt with these very well, and that's what I mentioned before, the increased activity. Our deputies on the road right now, especially on evening shift and up until probably 2 o'clock in the morning, they are so busy. They are running from call to call to call. And when I was sheriff before, deputies had to come to headquarters to do their reports and to fill out a lot of the paperwork that revolved around incidents or case reports. Today they can do all of that from their car with technology, and without that technology, we probably wouldn't get 75% of the calls answered in terms of a deputy responding. We probably wouldn't get that many answered. But since we have technology and they're able to do all of their work in their car, or most of it, they get a lot more work done. The negative side of that for me is that 15 to 20 years ago, when the deputies were at headquarters 2 or 3 times per shift, each one of them, you got to know them very well, and you became, there was just a lot more human contact, and I miss that. I miss that a lot. So just about a month ago, I got to the point with kind of relearning the administrative process where I can spend some time out with them on the road or with the officers in the jail and get to know them pretty well. And I've done some of that already, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more.
One of the problems that many governmental agencies have, of course, is resources. What are some of the challenges that your agency has with resources?
Well, I think if you asked any police chief or sheriff in the United States, they would tell you they're short on resources. We are just the same. We feel that we're short on resources. The positive thing for me right now is we have members on the county council and county commissioners who place law enforcement as a pretty high priority. They may not be able to give us everything we ask for, and certainly individuals on our department would tell you there's a lot of things that they would like to have that we don't have available. But so far, I feel like we're given many considerations that maybe we weren't given 15 to 20 years ago. And the optimistic part about that for me is I know that the county is struggling with the budget overall, the general budget and revenues. So the fact that they are listening to us, they want us to have the best tools that we can have. I feel like we're in as good a position as we could be given the economic climate. But it's you're constantly looking for ways to do more with less. We have a very professional, creative staff, and they don't mind looking outside the box for solutions. And that's something that I enjoy doing anyway. So I hope that I'm developing that same attitude with the staff, and